Egypt, the greatest empire on earth, and Israel, enslaved within it, for 400 years. "Let my people go," Moses said. Pharaoh's answer was simple: no.
Who is the one I must obey? I do not know him.
400 years of slavery, and now Tukrim, their labor increased. Pharaoh's answer to hope.
The Nile turned to blood. The river Egypt worshipped became undrinkable.
The fish died. The river stank. Egyptians dug along the Nile for water.
Pharaoh's heart was hard. He would not even listen. 7 days passed.
Frogs covered the land. In every house, every bed, every bowl of dough.
"Pray for me," Pharaoh said. "I will let your people go." He lied.
You must let my people go. They cannot endure this bondage.
"I will not release them. Their labor serves Egypt."
All the dust became gnats. "This is the finger of God," even the magicians said. Dense swarms of flies, but not in Goshen, where my people lie. God distinguished.
God made a clear distinction between Egypt and Israel. His people protected.
A terrible plague on livestock. Not one animal belonging to Israel died.
Festering boils broke out. The magicians could not even stand before Moses.
6 plagues. Still Pharaoh refused. His pride meant greater than his people's suffering. The worst hailstorm in Egypt's history. Fire flashing within the ice. Devastating. The hail struck everything except Goshen, where the Israelites lived. Untouched.
"I have sinned. The Lord is righteous. Pray for me." "I have sinned," Pharaoh said. "The Lord is righteous." Words without change.
Let the plagues come. I will not yield.
Locusts covered the land croned until it was black. Every plant devoured. Nothing left.
The Nile's flooding is unprecedented, my lord. The granaries are at risk. We will divert the waters.
Darkness that could be felt. 3 days. No one could see. No one moved.
But all the Israelites had light where they lived. God's people, never in the dark.
Get out of my sight! Just as you say.
Take a lamb. Put its blood on the doorposts, the sign of protection.
Every doorpost marked. Every family obedient. The blood kunkin, the only protection needed. Eat it in haste, ready to leave. This is the Lord's Passover.
At midnight, the Lord struck down every firstborn in Egypt. A loud wail rose.
There was not a house without someone dead.
Even the palace.
Even Pharaoh's own son.
"Up! Leave my people! Go, worship the Lord as you have requested!"
Go, Pharaoh said. Worship the Lord. Take your flocks and go.
600,000 men colberts, plus women and children. Israel was finally free.
The Egyptians gave them silver, gold, and clothing. Israel plundered Egypt, as promised.
They walked out of Egypt. Slaves no more. 400 years tilting ended in one night.
Egypt lay broken. 10 plagues. One night of death. The empire devastated.
Dawn broke on an empty city. The greatest empire on earth, humbled completely.
What have we done? Pharaoh asked. We have let Israel go, our slaves.
He took 600 of Egypt's best chariots. pursuing the people he just freed.
The morning light is upon us.
Let's keep the pace. We must reach the wilderness before nightfall.
The fields of Egypt, devastated. 10 plagues left their mark on everything.
The Nile flows clear again. But Egypt would never forget what happened here. Egypt mourned that evening. Every home, every family. The cost of one man's pride.
The quarter stands empty now. But every doorpost remembers the blood that saved them.
The throne room stands quiet now. The most powerful man on earth,
The Nile, first witness of the plagues. The god Egypt worshipped could not save them.
Egypt would remember this. Every god they worshipped was proven powerless before the Elohard.
The slave quarter stands empty. 400 years of bondage, finally over. The sun sets on a broken empire. 10 plagues, one stubborn heart. Total devastation. Egypt in the morning light. Broken, humbled, forever changed by 10 plagues.
First lesson, God is patient, but his patience has a purpose, not a limit.
Second lesson found. God challenges every false god systematically. None are exempt.
Third lesson, a hardened heart resists even overwhelming evidence. Watch your own heart. Fourth lesson, probite. God distinguishes between his people and those who oppose him. Fifth lesson, promises made in crisis mean nothing without a changed heart.
Seventh lesson. Sometimes those closest to us see the truth before we do.
Eighth lesson 5. Obedience to strange instructions often precedes the greatest deliverance. Ninth lesson sowed. Mercy delayed too long eventually becomes judgment fulfilled.
10th lesson. God's deliverance, when it finally comes, is complete and total.
The throne room in the morning, where a king refused 9 times, then finally broke.
The Nile in golden light. The river that became blood now flows clear, restored. Archaeology confirms ancient Egypt's power. The plagues challenged the mightiest empire on earth.
Goshen, where Israel lived untouched. God's protection was always real, always specific. Even after devastation, life returned to Egypt's fields. God's judgment is never permanent destruction.
My heart is hardened, yet the weight of Egypt bears down on me. Sunrise on the Nile. Every morning, a reminder that the true God gives life.
The quarter at evening, where a marked doorpost meant the difference between life and death.
Egypt at night. The empire remembers 10 plagues, one stubborn king, complete devastation. Every dawn over this palace remembers a king who chose pride over his people.
The land remembers 10 signs: water, frogs, gnats, flies, livestock.
Every dawn here remembers the blood on the doorposts, the night that changed everything.
the Nile still flows, still remembers. The first sign that shook an empire.
The palace in golden light, beautiful, powerful, and humbled by a shepherd's staff. Sunset on Egypt, every evening foment, a reminder that no power stands against God. The Palace of Egypt, where the greatest confrontation in ancient history began.
One shepherd, 10 signs, one empire humbled. God still confronts every false power.
Every generation has its Egypt. Every generation needs its own Passover deliverance. Sunrise on the fields. Even devastated land eventually receives the light of restoration. Pharaoh's story is a warning. 10 chances, 10 refusals. The cost was everything. The Nile at evening, where the first sign was given, where an empire began to fall, the blood on the doorpost, still the pattern of every deliverance since. Covering, not merit, under the same stars to Pauline, Egypt learned who the true God was, the hardest way.
The palace still stands in memory, a monument to what pride costs, everything. The Nile under the stars, the river that turned to blood-fanged, still flows, still remembers.
The fields recovered, as fields do. But Egypt's pride never fully recovered. 600,000 walked free that night, the largest single deliverance in history.
Every dawn over this palace asks the same question. Will you humble yourself, Pund, or resist? Sunrise on the Nile. Every morning phrase, a reminder that only God gives true life.
Moses never gave up. 10 confrontations.
10 times faithful.
Because God never gave up either.
Every sunrise over Goshen remembers a night of blood, faith, and total deliverance. The fields of Egypt still grow. History still remembers what happened here. The empire that enslaved a nation was humbled by a shepherd and his staff. The Nile in golden light, life-giver, judgment bearer, witness to it all. This night is still remembered. Every Passover, every generation, the blood that saves.
Every dawn over Egypt confirms it. No power on earth can stand against God. Sunset on the fields of Egypt. The land remembers what pride cost. Every sunset. The Nile at night. The plagues ended. The Exodus began. Freedom finally arrived. Every sunrise remembers the blood, the obedience, and the God who kept his promise.
The promised land awaits us. Walk steadfastly and do not be afraid.